Hello and welcome to Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. I'm your host, Patti Mercer, here at Earth Fair, locally in Fort Mill. Are you ready to check it out? I know I am. Let's go. Laurie Aker.
Yes.
Welcome to Fort Mill.
Well, thank you for having us. We're super excited that we're here in the community, and folks have been so welcoming, and we can't wait to get everyone in so they can see what our food philosophy is all about and what we have to offer.
Well, Earth Fair obviously is beautiful, but the backdrop behind you tonight just is healthy, it's fresh, but tell me more about the philosophy.
Sure. Well, Earth Fair has a very unique food philosophy that helps make it easy for you and your family to lead a healthy lifestyle. So when you come into an Earth Fair, every single product will be free of artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. Our fresh meat, seafood, and dairy will be free of added hormones and antibiotics. Our cookies, cakes, and pies, and our freshly baked in-house breads will be free of bleached and bromated flour. Earth Fair was also one of the very first grocery stores in history to completely eliminate high fructose corn syrup and added trans fat. So you can literally come into an Earth Fair, shop blindfolded, and leave with a cart full of healthy food. That's our commitment to clean.
And as it relates to Fort Mill, what are some of the unique things that seem to be of importance for your new neighborhood?
Absolutely. Well, I would have to shift over to our prepared food service department.
Tell me what we're looking at.
So Earth Fair is all about healthy convenience, and we have an entire prepared food service department with a hot bar, a soup and salad bar, a pizza bar. We even have an heirloom juice bar. Now here, this is our grab and go station, fresh meals to go. So if you want to come in on your lunch break, take something back to the office, you could definitely do so. We also have a phenomenal program here at Earth Fair called Clean Food Security. The whole idea behind that is to feed a family of 4 for about $2.50 per person on average. So that's $70 for the entire week. We're asking folks, ditch the drive-thru, come on into Earth Fair, get a clean, wholesome, healthy meal at a great price.
So Laurie, there is some amazing looking dishes. I'm ready to just dive in.
Right.
But it's a lot. This is a big display.
It
so
can be.
Any food that doesn't sell in the course of the day,
Right.
where does it go?
So we have a food recovery program, and we give all of our food to the Fort Mill Care Center. We want to make sure we're reducing as much waste as possible.
Bulk items.
Yes.
I am so excited, Laurie, because I see that you have some of my favorite things.
Right. We have over 177 all-natural and organic bulk options.
Who is going to teach me how to use this stuff?
Everything is very simple. It's clearly labeled. We have everything from flours and sugars and pastas and grains to candies. And obviously, shopping bulk, it's very budget friendly. You could get as much or as little as you'd like. It also allows you the opportunity to try and explore new and interesting options. We even have a grind your own nut butter station. You can make organic peanut butter, cashew butter, almond butter, and we have bulk liquids, which is very unique. I personally haven't seen this at any other grocery store.
Okay.
So you can get olive oil and apple cider vinegar and tamari, soy sauce, and honey all on tap. So it's charged by the pound. We have the containers for you. You can just fill it right up and take it to the front to check out. So a very unique feature.
We are standing in front of the seafood and meat department.
We are.
And I'm just looking at the presentation. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'll tell you, Earth Fair has the highest quality meat and seafood in the industry, hands down, and we have a very phenomenal partnership with Inland Seafood, who happens to be the largest seafood provider in the Southeast. Now, through this partnership, we're able to guarantee all of our seafood will be 100% traceable, sustainably sourced, as well as additive-free. Now, have you ever heard of a day boat program before? D-A-Y-B-O-A-T?
No, like as in day?
Yes.
Okay.
So these men and women that are going out to sea, Earth Fair is guaranteed to buy whatever's on that boat, no matter how small or how large. Now, this does a couple of different things for us. One, it offers these men and women a little bit of security and assurance, but also your seafood isn't sitting on the boat for days on end, so it's extremely fresh. Here at Earth Fair, we get our seafood back within a 24 to 48-hour turnaround, which is phenomenal for a grocery store.
So we have landed upon the cheese wheel.
We have.
This is like fresh Parmesan.
Yep, this is our fresh Parmesan Reggiano cheese. It's sourced exclusively from Modena, Italy. So you will not find this cheese anywhere else, only at Earth Fair. And it's part of our hand-picked line. That means it's made by Earth Fair for Earth Fair. So it's a signature item, so you'll see this hand-picked line throughout other departments in the store as well.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you were talking about this particular section. What do we call it? Beauty?
So this is our wellness department, and we have almost 8,000 items in this department alone. You know, we have to remember it's not only about what we're putting in our bodies, but what we're putting on top of our bodies. Our skin, it's our largest organ. whatever we're going to put on our skin, it's going to get into our system. So we want to make sure to steer clear of all those harsh chemicals and ingredients that have been shown to be detrimental to our health. Now, we have makeup, shampoos, conditioners, body wash, we have vitamins and supplements. We'll always have a wellness expert on site.
Where did Earth Fare begin?
So Earth Fare started actually way back in 1975 as a teeny tiny one-room shop in Asheville, North Carolina. A man named Roger DeRoe, he wanted to open up a store where folks could feel safe and confident and comfortable, where they didn't necessarily have to turn every package around and read the ingredients list. Back then, we were not called Earth Fare, we were called Dinner for the Earth. And Roger came up with that name, Dinner for the Earth, because food grown ecologically was good for the earth, hence the name. So we operated out of a small storefront in 1975. We were the first natural food store in Asheville. And if anyone has been to Asheville, it's nothing but natural and organic. So we really have been a leader and an innovator in the industry in that sense. But in the early 90s, we decided to take this smaller operation and turn it into a premier grocery store chain. That's when we switched the name from Dinner for the Earth to Earth Fare. And that's when we opened up our very first full-scale supermarket in the Westgate Shopping Center in Asheville, North Carolina. That store is still up and running to this very day. Charleston, South Carolina was our second store ever built, and currently we have 47 locations. Fort Mill is number 47 for us, and it's sixth in the state of South Carolina. So we are so excited to be here. We've seen phenomenal growth, and the community, again, has been so welcoming and so supportive.
Let's talk about economic impact. What are we talking in terms of job opportunities for local folks?
Well, we have about 106 positions here at the store. We do hire full-time as well as part-time. There are a few positions still available as well, but 106 here at this particular store in Fort Mill.
You know, all of the vegetables, all of the healthy choices that still are so delicious at Earth Fare.
Right.
But there's just something about that dessert that just makes my palate so happy.
Bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah, and still delicious.
Absolutely.
How do you do that?
Well, here at Earth Fare, we focus on an old world European baking philosophy. We're actually kneading the dough, and we stretch the dough by hand when it comes to our in-house breads. And then all of our sweets, again, adhere to our quality standards and food philosophy. Now, if you look at this bakery case here, notice how you don't see any bright neon colors. They're more subtle. That's because they're derived from plant-based products. For example, our red velvet cake, it's colored with beet juice. Anything green is from plant chlorophyll. And just because it's a healthier, cleaner option does not mean we're sacrificing on flavor and taste.
Now, what about local? I mean, we do have, local farms and things like that. How do you have partnerships with those as well?
We do. Whenever we open a new store and move into a new community, we host a Love Local Vendor Fair. It's an opportunity for us to sit down and not only try products from farmers and vendors, but it's an opportunity for us to hear the backstory. Why is Farmer Joe doing what he does? Now, of course, their products have to go through a vetting process to meet our quality standards and food philosophy, but Earth Fare supports local as much as possible. And here in this particular location in Fort Mill, we have over 40 local vendors, which is amazing to say for a grocery store.
And again, another fantastic way to impact the economic development and just economy right here locally.
Absolutely.
We love it. We're glad you're here.
Well, thank you. Let's choose the local.
Cheers.
There you go.
Woo! Well, that's it for this edition of Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town Carolinas. If you'd like to see more beautiful homes in our area, simply go to homesfortmill.com. You can even check out past episodes of Talk of the Town Carolinas. And when it comes to eating well, make sure to check out our new Earth Fare right here in Fort Mill. Until next time, this is Patti Mercer. Bye-bye.